You too, eh?
And yes, it is another good afternoon here on Wednesday, AM 1410, WRMN in Elgin. Guys, I've been asking this for 81 weeks now. I believe it's been 81 weeks.
84, excuse me.
84?
Yes.
84 weeks. Do you want to lose weight fast? Get rich quick. Look young forever. It's the Laura Dion-Jones Show. Heard here on WRMN AM 1410 every Wednesday at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock. Laura, my favorite, how you doing today?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Before we start talking about anything, I wanted to ask you what it's like going 100 miles an hour on the Fox River.
It was a blast.
Yeah? So
you can't imagine.
No, I can't imagine.
You can't imagine. I hope my flip video comes out because I had it braced on the side of the cockpit, so and I tried to get it so you'd have part of the boat and part of the scenery.
Yeah.
I asked Chris Fairchild was my driver in the Formula 2 race boat from Thunder on the Fox this past weekend. The races, they were fabulous.
Okay, cool.
And I was lucky enough to snag a ride with Chris Fairchild, who is just a hunkster.
Well, I agree.
OMG.
I agree.
You agree?
I agree. How can you not?
In a manly way.
Yeah, in a manly way, yes.
In any way, he's a good-looking guy.
Yeah, and he's just hysterical.
Yeah.
He's got a tremendous personality. But anyway, I said to him, how fast are we going into the turns? He said 100 plus miles an hour.
Into the turn.
Yeah, and those are tunnel hull boats, which we have one in Florida, but ours is disguised as a center console fishing boat. It's called a Talon, and I'm used to driving that, so I knew the concept, and they turn like they're on rails. So you're sitting in the cockpit, and you do very little, it's like a centrifugal force thing.
Okay.
It's a very cool feeling, and he turned on a dime.
Yeah.
And the last time we went around in the circle, and he was heading for the bridge by Gail Borden, and he was like, they were trying to make me scream. I think they were all taking bets because Anna Belacqua or something from Channel 9 was screaming her head off. But, the diva here, she loves excitement and speed and all of that.
You wanted to go faster, didn't you?
Yes, I did. And it was fun.
Yeah,
it was fun. He said when we came out of the turns, we were doing like 60, 70 miles an hour.
Yeah, fun.
Yeah, very.
I think the fastest anyone's ever gone on the Fox River up to that point, so you've probably set an Elgin record. Jeff?
No kidding.
Yeah, well, there's a wild fish that went 110 once, but you're right. It's probably a structure a record.
Yeah. It was, and the race Saturday and Sunday were fun. I was going to talk about this, but now that you brought it up.
Did you go?
Yeah, I went on Saturday, and we had the pleasure of having my girlfriend's nephew, 4 years old, with us, and a kid was sitting next to us who heard us talking about, the ride I took on Friday at the press party, and the kid wanted to get driver's autographs, so around 3 o'clock I took the two kids, we headed over by the pits by the drivers, and they got autographs. All the Tilted Kilt girls signed their little t-shirts.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And I told the girls, I winked at them and I said, these are your future fans, girls.
Did you know the one man doing PA is an Elgin man, George Young? I think he's in the Elgin Sports Hall of Fame. He's a driver normally, and he was the assistant public address man.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was great. So it was a great Elgin time.
Good.
He lives in town all the time. Looked on the website one week and saw, they're coming to my town.
It was fabulous.
Great moment.
And then what they did with Chris Fairchild, they took his boat out of the water, and then they were weighing it, because they have to do all these things.
Sure.
And he let the kids climb around in the cockpit, and then he gave the kids a ride from the scale to his trailer. They were being pulled in the boat
sure.
on dry land, but the two kids got to sit in the cockpit, and they were just
loving it.
Oh my God. I can't even begin to tell you.
Did you see the little kids at age 9 to 15 that were in little boats?
Yeah, those were at the end. That was the J class, the junior class. It was very fun. So, something, Tish, Paul, and I, we decided that next year, here's what should happen. We think that they should combine Brewfest with Thunder on the Fox at the current Thunder on the Fox location, which is north of Gail Borden, where they had it this past weekend. They should add a concert with a really cool headliner for Saturday night, follow it up with an enormous bonfire.
Wow.
And we think that would be an outstanding event.
All right, make it so.
Well, Tish is the one who's on city council, but she was dazzled. She was dazzled. It was big fun. So anyway, blabbering along here. Summer solstice was yesterday, so we're now officially in summer.
Well, the days are not getting shorter.
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay, just so we know.
I'm too busy to notice.
Good for you.
But I'll tell you something. You've been to Alaska, but every time we went, You've been to Alaska?
On the Travel Channel.
Okay. Every time we had the pleasure of going, we were there for summer solstice, where it's like 24 hours a day.
Yes,
You
yes.
could read a newspaper outside at 3 or 4 in the morning.
They have a baseball game at midnight. I think it happened yesterday at midnight without
right.
lights.
Up there?
Yeah, no,
Oh,
that's
no
it's tradition.
kidding.
It's correct.
And what they also do is play golf.
Wow.
Oh, sure.
3, 4 in the morning. You know, because in the winter they only have 5 hours of daylight, and plus it's too cold to play golf.
When I was there was February, and there was about 5.5 hours of sunlight.
Oh,
The sun
no
rose
kidding.
and set over the same mountain peak. It was great to watch.
It is. It's fabulous. Remember when I asked you guys last week why is it that guys don't ask for directions when they're lost?
I got lost on the way home and asked, just to prove.
Yeah, but you don't have any witnesses.
Well,
how do we know that for
My
sure?
journal.
Well, you know what? I got an earful from a guy listener about that.
Oh, good.
And I hope he and his partner will come on our show very soon. And that's all I'm giving up for now. That's all I'm saying.
Aw.
But it would be a very fun-filled show because these two guys are absolutely nuts. And also coming up, while we're on the subject, we'll be having the Rockford Roller Derby girls. The Rockford
Get
Rage
out.
on soon.
Get out.
Isn't that going to be fun? Yeah. Yeah, they're going to come.
This is why you're my favorite.
I know.
That's wonderful.
Thank you. And, you know, a whole lot more. And by the way, Chicago Marathon is 16 weeks away, and I'm proud to say I've been diligent and increasing my cardio walking every single day. What have y'all been doing? Y'all been getting out there and training any?
Oh, we're always moving, aren't we?
I'm sorry, you talking to me?
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, don't give me that Robert De Niro stuff.
Yeah, talking to me.
Okay,
I'm funny, huh?
while we're on the subject, on Monday evening news on CBS, I think, Mike Adamley, is he on CBS or NBC?
He's an NBC man, former
Okay,
Bayer.
whatever.
Yes.
Mike Adamley hosts a few minutes of marathon training tips, and this week's were quite doable in a modified way, even for me. Standing and pawing, you know, like a horse.
Yeah.
You stand on one foot and you paw with the other foot.
Okay.
And retro running, which is backwards. Retro means backwards.
Sure,
and with
sure.
high butt kicks. I mean, come on, we could do this.
He played
And-
football with the guys too, didn't he?
Yeah.
And then the 5-step drill, you run 5 steps forward and take 1 step back, and that's all doable. Can you do this, Jeff?
Yes, Mike Adamley's 62 and he's in quite good shape.
He's adorable.
He's out of
awesome.
Northwestern grad.
I see him at my health club a lot.
Yes,
He is.
he is very talented.
So anyway, we went through the Thunder on the Fox thing. Thank you for.
And there will be
breaking
one
my
next year.
thought.
Congratulations. We heard from the mayor there will be.
good,
So
good.
they'll probably take all your plans.
I hope they do. When did you hear that?
Oh, we spoke with the mayor just yesterday. He enjoyed it very much, and talking with Mr. McGrath, and in hopes that everything looks good for next year. So you know, consider, put those changes in gear, or those additions.
Let's hope.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
it's
they'll
a
take,
bonfire.
they'll take input from everybody, certainly.
And the whole weekend was just way too much fun. I had the pleasure of having dinner with a very special new friend in Algonquin at Port Edwards.
Ooh, that's great.
It was fabulous. And I don't know what to tell you. It's a wonderful little town, and as you can imagine, there's more to blab about today. But we do have a jam-packed show, and so without wasting too much more time, in the studio with us today are Mike Hunziker, you know who he is, one of my fave guy pals, and Jeff Myers, my most amazingest co-host. They're hamming it up for our YouTube camera, and Valerie the Swan, who is our YouTube camera girl. And our special in-studio guests today are Jackie Marchese DeMarco, and Marie Newman, 2 mothers who have written an incredible new book based on their family's personal experiences with bullying. The title of their book is When Your Child is Being Bullied, Real Solutions for Parents, Educators, and Other Professionals. Stay tuned. This is a don't miss show. And meanwhile, back at the WRMN Ranch, today's show is brought to you by
Dr. Claire Oleus, of course. Her office is at 2001 Market Avenue. You can call her at 847-888-9988. Diva, show us your posture.
There it
The
is.
YouTube camera for the radio folks at home. She's Exhibit A officer. I feel like Perry Mason. Isn't it true? You have good posture. Well, that's because Dr. Claire Oleus has helped along the way, of course. And she has a large Medicare practice, Dr. Claire does, and she can just take care of all the Medicare concepts as far as chiropractic is concerned, and she is well known in our area. So 847-888-9988 probably has trained with Mike Adamley. That is Dr. Claire Oleus. What are you doing today and tonight? Well, you're going to Nick's Pizza and Pub if you're watching live in Elgin, because the YWCA has a great gathering going on there. They're today